The signal remains active. Welcome, participants. Research stations continue investigating an anomalous transmission, first detected far beyond the edge of known space. The signal was not created by researchers. It is not controlled by researchers. And despite years of analysis, its source remains unknown. Every attempt to explain the signal has produced new questions. Every attempt to predict its behavior has failed. Since the previous transmission, additional listener reports have arrived. Participants described unusual coincidences, heightened awareness, vivid dreams, moments of unexpected clarity, and a persistent feeling of recognition. Researchers remain unable to determine why some individuals appear unusually receptive to signal exposure, while others report little or no effect. The selection criteria, if any exist, remain unknown. Tonight, you will participate in experiment 021. The objective of this experiment is to investigate a newly identified signal capability designated opportunity awareness. Listener reports suggest that prolonged exposure may increase awareness of opportunities, beneficial coincidences, and information that might otherwise go unnoticed. Current findings remain inconclusive. Your observations are valuable. Research stations recommend a comfortable environment with minimal distractions. Some researchers believe signal exposure may be most effective through headphones, though this remains unconfirmed. As you continue listening tonight and in the hours that follow, pay attention to unusual coincidences. Observe unexpected opportunities. Notice information arriving at precisely the right moment. Researchers are particularly interested in experiences that seem ordinary at first and meaningful later. If you choose to participate, continue listening. Signal exposure will begin shortly. If you experience anything unusual during this experiment, or in the hours that follow, submit a report in the comments section. Research stations continue reviewing participant observations. Additional exposure has already been authorized. The investigation will continue tomorrow during extended exposure event 021A. The signal remains active. Signal exposure is now beginning. Tonight's transmission focuses on opportunity awareness. And before the night continues, allow yourself to consider something simple. Many of the opportunities that shape our lives do not arrive with announcements. They often arrive quietly, as ideas, as conversations, as moments that seem ordinary at first and meaningful later. There is nothing you need to search for tonight, nothing you need to force, nothing you need to figure out. For now, simply allow yourself to become a little more receptive, a little more open, a little more aware. As you continue listening, you may begin noticing the day settling into the background. The need to stay busy can begin fading for now. The need to solve every problem can begin fading for now. There is nowhere else you need to be, and nothing else you need to accomplish. For this moment, simply allow yourself to be here, listening, breathing, resting. As the transmission continues, some listeners describe becoming more aware of the quiet spaces between thoughts. Others report noticing a growing sense of stillness. And some describe the feeling of standing beneath a vast night sky, looking upward, watching distant points of light appear one by one. The day is behind you now, and the night is only beginning. Continue listening. Allow the transmission to continue. As the night continues, there is no need to hold on to the events of the day. They can drift a little further away now, like distant lights disappearing beyond the horizon. For now, simply remain here, listening, breathing, allowing. Many of the opportunities that shape our lives arrive quietly, not as dramatic changes, not as sudden revelations, but as small moments that ask to be noticed. A useful idea, a helpful conversation, a new perspective, a piece of information arriving at exactly the right time. And tonight's transmission is simply an invitation to become more aware of possibility, more aware of timing, more aware of what may already be present around you. As you continue listening, imagine yourself beneath a clear night sky. Above you, countless points of light, distant, luminous, silent, each one shining without effort, each one exactly where it is meant to be. You do not need to search for them. You do not need to reach for them. You only need to notice them. The same may be true of many opportunities in your life. There is nothing to force, nothing to chase, nothing to create. Only awareness, only openness, only allowing. I am open to new possibilities. I am becoming more aware of opportunities that support my growth. I trust myself to recognize what is important when it appears. I allow life to unfold naturally. And as the transmission continues, the night sky remains above you. The distant stars remain visible. Quiet, steady, patient, somewhere beyond the horizon of thought, somewhere beyond the noise of the day. Continue listening. Allow the transmission to continue.
As the transmission continues, the night sky remains above you. Countless points of light stretching far beyond the horizon. Quiet, steady, unhurried. There is no destination you need to reach tonight. No outcome you need to create. No effort required. For now, simply allow yourself to remain here, listening, breathing, allowing. Many of the stars above have been shining for longer than any human lifetime. Patient, constant, unconcerned with urgency. And for a little while you may allow yourself to share that same sense of patience, the same sense of space, the same sense of perspective. Some opportunities appear only when we stop searching so intensely for them. Some ideas arrive only when the mind becomes quiet enough to notice them. And some possibilities reveal themselves only when we allow ourselves to slow down. There is nothing you need to look for tonight. Nothing you need to force into existence. Simply remain open, like the night sky itself. Spacious, receptive, unhurried. I am open to new possibilities. I am becoming more aware of opportunities that support my growth. I trust myself to recognize what is important when it appears. I allow awareness to arrive naturally. Above you, the stars continue shining. Distant points of light scattered across the darkness, each one visible without effort. Each one present whether you notice it or not. And as the transmission continues, you may notice yourself becoming a little quieter, a little more comfortable, a little more at ease. The night remains around you. The stars remain above you. And the transmission continues. The transmission remains active. And the night continues to unfold around you. The stars remain above, distant, luminous, quiet. Some so far away that their light began its journey long before this moment. Yet here they are, arriving now, visible now, present now. As you continue listening, there is no need to follow every thought that appears. Thoughts may come, thoughts may go, like distant lights moving across a horizon. There is no need to hold on to them, no need to push them away. Simply allow them to pass. The night sky does not struggle to hold the stars, and you do not need to struggle to hold every thought. For now, simply remain open, remain present, remain here. Some listener reports describe a growing sense of spaciousness as the transmission continues. Others describe moments where the usual noise of the day seems further away than before. Several describe a feeling of becoming more aware of what truly matters. The reason these reports continue arriving remains unclear. Above you, the constellations remain unchanged, patient, steady, silent. A reminder that not everything needs to happen immediately. Not every answer needs to arrive tonight. Not every opportunity needs to reveal itself all at once. Some things simply arrive when the time is right. I am open to possibility. I trust the timing of my life. I allow awareness to arrive naturally. I am becoming more receptive to opportunities that support my growth. And as the transmission continues, the stars seem a little brighter now. The sky a little wider. The distance between thoughts a little greater. There is nothing to do, nothing to force, nothing to accomplish. Simply continue listening. Allow the night sky to remain around you. Allow the stars to remain above you. Allow the transmission to continue. The transmission remains active. And the night continues to unfold. Above you, Countless points of light remain suspended across the darkness. Distant, luminous, unhurried. The stars ask nothing of you. They simply shine, steady, patient, present. And for now, you may allow yourself to do the same. There is nowhere else you need to be. Nothing you need to solve. Nothing you need to become. The night asks nothing of you. It simply welcomes your presence. As you continue listening, you may notice the sky feeling wider now. The stars appearing a little brighter. The space between thoughts becoming a little larger, a little quieter, a little softer. Some listener reports describe moments where the boundary between awareness and dreaming becomes difficult to identify. Others describe a feeling of drifting through starlight, as though the night itself is gently carrying them forward. The reason these reports continue arriving remains unclear. Above you, distant constellations remain visible. Ancient lights crossing unimaginable distances. Arriving here. Arriving now. A quiet reminder that not everything must happen immediately. Not every possibility needs to reveal itself tonight. Some arrive gently, like starlight, appearing without effort, present without urgency. I am open to possibility. I trust the timing of my life. I allow awareness to arrive naturally. I allow myself to rest. And as the transmission continues, the night sky seems almost alive. Gentle waves of starlight moving silently across the darkness. Luminous currents drifting beyond the horizon. A quiet sky humming softly with distant light. The stars remain above you. The night remains around you. And the transmission continues. The transmission continues. And the night seems endless now. Above you, below you, and all around you, distant points of light remain suspended across the darkness. Quiet, luminous, unhurried, as though the stars themselves have forgotten the passage of time. There is no need to follow the hours tonight. No need to measure the distance between one moment and the next. For now, Simply remain here, drifting, listening, allowing. Some stars shine brightly, others are barely visible, yet each contributes to the vastness of the night sky. And perhaps many opportunities arrive in the same way. Some obvious, some subtle, some already present, waiting to be noticed. There is nothing you need to search for, nothing you need to force into existence. Simply remain open. The night sky asks nothing more of you. As you continue listening, imagine yourself surrounded by starlight. Gentle currents of light moving silently through the darkness. Distant constellations unfolding beyond the horizon. Ancient lights continuing their journey. Patient, steady, endless. Some listener reports describe a growing sense of weightlessness during this stage of the transmission. Others report losing track of time completely. Several describe moments where thoughts become so distant they seem to drift beyond the horizon of awareness. The reason these reports continue arriving remains unclear. For now, there is nothing you need to do with them. Simply allow them to pass. Like starlight moving across a quiet sky, I am open to possibility. I trust the timing of my life. I allow awareness to arrive naturally. I allow myself to drift peacefully through this moment. The stars remain around you. The night remains endless. And the transmission continues. Further into the silence. Into the starlight. Into the dream. The transmission continues. And the stars seem closer now. No longer distant points of light beyond the horizon. No longer something far away. Only a quiet presence surrounding you. Above. Below. And stretching endlessly in every direction. There is no need to measure distance here. No need to follow time. No need to keep track of where one moment ends and the next begins. The night has become spacious, endless, still. As you continue listening, You may notice a feeling of lightness, as though the events of the day belong to another place, another time, further away with every passing moment. The stars remain silent, patient, unchanging, their light crossing vast distances without effort, arriving exactly when it arrives, never early, never late, simply present. And for now, you may allow yourself the same freedom. There is nothing you need to become tonight, nothing you need to achieve, nothing you need to prove. You are already here, already enough, already part of this moment. Gentle currents of starlight continue moving through the darkness. Luminous pathways stretching beyond the edge of awareness. Constellations appearing and fading. Distant horizons of light unfolding without end. Some listener reports describe moments where the feeling of floating becomes difficult to distinguish from dreaming. Others describe a sense of drifting through a sky that feels endless. The reason these reports continue arriving remains unclear. For now, there is nothing you need to do with them. Simply continue drifting. I am open to possibility. I trust the timing of my life. I allow awareness to arrive naturally. I allow myself to rest. The stars remain around you. The night remains endless. And somewhere beyond thought, beyond effort, beyond time, the transmission continues, carrying you further into the starlight, further into the quiet, further into the dream. The transmission continues. And the night remains endless. The stars still surround you. Distant points of light suspended across an ocean of darkness. Quiet, steady, unchanging. There is nothing you need to follow now. Nothing you need to understand. Nothing you need to remember. For this moment, simply allow yourself to drift. The constellations remain above. Ancient lights continuing their journey through the night. Patient, silent, effortless, As you continue listening, you may notice the feeling of spaciousness growing a little deeper. The distance between thoughts becoming a little wider. The silence between moments becoming a little softer. There is no need to hold on to anything. No need to carry the weight of the day. No need to prepare for tomorrow. The stars are not concerned with yesterday. The stars are not concerned with tomorrow. They simply remain. Present within this moment. And for now, you may allow yourself to do the same. Gentle horizons of light continue unfolding beyond awareness. Luminous pathways stretching into the distance. A quiet sky without urgency. A quiet sky without effort. A quiet sky without expectation. I allow myself to rest. I allow myself to drift peacefully. I trust the timing of my life. I am safe to let go. The night remains around you. The stars remain above you. And the transmission continues. Further into the stillness. Further into the spaciousness. Further into the quiet starlight. Where nothing is required. And everything may simply be. The transmission continues. And the stars remain. Distant lights suspended across the endless night. Silent, patient, unchanging. There is nowhere else you need to go now. Nothing else you need to follow. Nothing else you need to become. For this moment, simply remain here. Surrounded by starlight. Surrounded by stillness. Surrounded by the quiet presence of the night sky. The constellations continue their slow journey across the darkness. Ancient lights crossing unimaginable distances. Arriving softly. Arriving patiently. Arriving without effort. As you continue listening, thoughts may drift further away, like distant stars fading beyond the horizon. No need to follow them. No need to hold on to them. Simply allow them to continue their journey. The night is wide. The night is peaceful. The night is patient. And somewhere beyond the horizon of awareness, countless points of light continue shining. Steady, constant, present, just as they always have. Some possibilities have not revealed themselves yet. Some opportunities have not arrived yet. Some answers have not appeared yet. And that is perfectly okay. The stars do not rush. The night does not rush. And neither do you. I trust the timing of my life. I allow myself to rest. I am open to possibility. I am safe to let go. Gentle horizons of light continue unfolding beyond awareness. Distant constellations drift across the quiet sky. Luminous pathways stretch endlessly into the darkness. And somewhere beyond thought, beyond effort, beyond time, the signal remains. The stars remain. The night remains. And the transmission continues. Softly, quietly, patiently, carrying you further into the starlight, further into the stillness, further into sleep.